So besides, connecting over DJ culture and hip hop, is there a particular track or a certain sound that you felt, a shared bond over, or something even you can play for us?
There's a track that's a really important piece of connective tissue for us. I'm not sure. Do you want to intro this?
I can intro this. This is because this changed how I saw music and probably art in general. Because when I was 9 years old, everything was Michael Jackson and top 40 radio, as well as it should be. And then my sister's friend hipped us to this artist named Laurie Anderson. And so we took a family trip when I was 9 or 10 up to Lake Tahoe, and the soundtrack for that was this album by Laurie Anderson in 1981 called Big Science. And this was not Michael Jackson. This was, it hit me in a weird place. It was scary, it was dark, it was minimal, and it affected me one way or another. And it had a long-term effect to where everything I do now, I just am inspired by that record and how it became a pop record somehow. Oh, Superman was a single, and it charted. The 80s are just weird, I don't know, go figure. But I was really proud that a song like that, as different as it was, could be accepted just as much as something like Michael Jackson. So I thought, wow, if that can happen, then I want to be an artist and do something different. And I always use that as an example when people go, well, but you might not be accepted, or this won't work, or whatever. No, she did it. It can work, and you can make up your own rules and just make people believe, And so I brought the record here, and this is it. It's Big Science by Laurie Anderson. All my examples are off record except a couple of CDs, because those aren't available on vinyl. But we will play one particular song, which I did a mix with DJ Newmark called Live at the Variety Arts Center that uses Oh Superman mixed with Moments in Love by
I have that, too.
Art of Noise. The mix?
Yeah, I have the mix.
Well, we'll play the song,
okay,
and then we'll play the mix. I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, so this is Oh Superman. Now, just keep in mind, you're 9 years old in an El Dorado, going up to Lake Tahoe, and it's like, yeah, let's listen to some Jay Giles Band. No, son, we're gonna listen to this. Fun, fun, fun.
Oh, Superman. Oh, John. Oh, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad. Oh, Superman. Oh, John.
Jason's gonna cue the mix up.
Oh, Mom.
So you can imagine, you're in the back seat going, what the hell's happening right now?
Now, cut to, film term. At some point, I get a CD called Live at the Variety Arts Center, 1997, and it's Cut Chemist and DJ Newmark. And about halfway through, it's a one-track album that's 40 minutes long, and halfway through, this happens. Hold on. I'm gonna jump forward, sorry.
It's a live 4-turntable mix, all vinyl.
So now, wait, so I loved this piece of music. I didn't know that it was two different pieces of music. It just really spoke to me. And I was writing a film called Up in the Air at the time, and I needed this. I knew that it was gonna be central to that film. So I call Lucas up, who's now my friend, and I go, Luke, this is gonna be really embarrassing. What's the song that goes, ha, 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 ha? And he goes, oh, that's Laurie Anderson. and he tells me the song, and I go and I get it immediately. And that is the song that I wrote Up in the Air to. Every time I was writing Up in the Air, and thankfully it's a long songs, and I would put it on loop, and I would just write to that song, presuming, oh, this is gonna be like the opening credits song of Up in the Air, and then what happens is, I find when you write to a song, the film ends up saying what the song says. So you can't have the song on top of it because the song would be saying the same thing as the film. So you end up having to find other things, and that's when I started strangely looking at more old Western music, which became more the sound of Up in the Air, and folk music, which plays against the feel. But the feel was Oh, Superman, and I would have never found it if I didn't listen to Live at the Variety Arts Center.